Let's take a dive into MyWorld Interactive Social Studies Workbook for Grade 3. If you purchase this new, the card comes with some important links and information to setting up your online account for you and your learner. As you open up this workbook, you will see that on the left side of the table of contents begins with the geography skills, handbook, writing workshop, and using primary and secondary sources. This workbook has 7 chapters: our environment, economics, communities build a nation, government landmarks and symbols, citizenship and civic engagement, a growing nation, and celebrating our communities. Each chapter has between 4 to 6 lessons and starts with a rap or song, quest, or a fun out-of-the-box thinking, discussion, and writing prompt. Then starts the lessons and it ends with a chapter assessment. The red column has some online resources that are useful but not necessary to complete the chapter. And this is where you can find and locate all the quest pages throughout the book. These are the maps and the different charts and graphs. And this is where we can find all of our primary sources, people to know, and biographies online. And as we see on the next page, people to know are continued on both sides of the pages, as well as skills. And this is broken up into literacy skills, critical thinking, and then it goes on to maps and graph skills. And then there's another section for skills online, continuing on to the next page. And now we'll take a more in-depth look on how to utilize this social studies workbook, as well as how to get the most out of certain sections and parts of this book before we start reading it. Now, before I start sharing our review and experiences using this curriculum, so please feel free to pause at any time during this video to really take an in-depth look at the table of contents, and also feel free to read a page or chapter or two while you have the opportunity before purchasing this curriculum. And this will also help you gauge if this curriculum is the right fit for you and your learner. So here's what I hope you get out of this review and flip through. I hope that you'll see if it's the right fit for you and your family by looking at the reading level, if it's appropriate for you and your homeschooler, and to be able to see if your learner will gravitate towards the layout, the style, and of course the fun, colorful graphics, the length of assignments and writing prompts, and something that you might enjoy doing together. So it's important to make sure that this is something that you'll find easy to complete daily by just looking at the style and nature of this workbook. Okay, so now back to this book. So I and my family have been using MyWorld for both of our kids throughout the year. So this is probably about our 3rd or 4th workbook that we have from MyWorld. And MyWorld is an interactive program that is designed for ages or grades K through 5, where storytelling, literacy, instruction, and history can come alive to engage you and your student. In every lesson, there is reading and writing and vocabulary. And we bought this workbook for around $70 plus tax off of Rainbow Resources, which offers free shipping on orders over $50. But again, that can change anytime during the year. And I've also seen this workbook on Amazon and other websites if you just do a general search and put shopping. But if you want to utilize the online resources, it has to be purchased new, and that resource is only good for 1 year. There's so many great things I love about MyWorld. I don't even know where to start. As a mother, I really love that this curriculum is wholesome. It talks about citizenship and what it means to be a great family and family structure. It's appropriate for all ages. There's nothing weird that you're going to find in this textbook, so I can totally trust my kids reading this on their own independently, and I will continue doing so until they age out of MyWorld after 5th grade and go on to the next curriculum that they offer. MyWorld curriculum is very versatile. There are 7 chapters, which means you can do 1 chapter per month for the entire year. But my son and I find that the chapters are more on the smaller side, so we usually do about 2 or 3 chapters per a month, but the 3rd chapter will be divided into half and half. So we try to finish this workbook in about half the school year, so that we can move on and study history or do other workbooks which may be valuable to our grade set, such as map skills or geography or just other types of history other than social studies. But I love the key and core values that this text brings up and offers. The reading is very simple, easy to understand and learn from and remember. And it's just fun for both of us to sit together and do this. It's not a very stressful topic or workbook where we're going to be stressing out to finish it, because we've used Impact California or just the Impact series, and I'll do a review on that as well later on this year. But I absolutely love MyWorld. It's something that I'm going to use with all my kids throughout the years. It is a consumable, so I cannot reuse it because we do write and highlight all throughout the book. But it is affordable, so I know for $70, I find the value really worth just purchasing a brand new one so my kids can have the full-on experience of highlighting, looking through the text, finding their vocabulary, and doing what they need to do to complete their assignments. So I just would like to highly recommend any family out there to use MyWorld social studies curriculum. It is secular and approved by charter schools in California that offer homeschool exploration programs. It's a great investment and a great workbook to do for the year, no matter what grade you're in. I do have a flip throughs for grades K up. So if you're new here, I'm a homeschool mom with 3 kids, 4th grade and under, and it would mean so much to me if you would like, subscribe, and share this video with other homeschool moms who might find this helpful and useful for their next curriculum choices. I'd like to say thank you for trusting us in your curriculum selection for your homeschool, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.